Hi everyone, it's Friday, March 24th, 2017, and I want to talk about why I think that cryptocurrencies are incredibly undervalued. Um, if you look at the market cap right now of cryptocurrencies, they are up at about 23 billion and change. Let's call it 24 billion rounding up. You know, if you compare that to the markets of the world, it's incredibly small. The world stock market has a value of 69 trillion. The bond market has a market of 200 trillion. Precious metals have a market cap of around 15 trillion. It's gold, silver, platinum, etc. Commercial real estate value sort of worldwide has a value of about 225 trillion. And here you have cryptocurrency down at 24 billion. You know, I've been a traditional investor most of my adult life. I've got money in the stock market, the bond market, and you know, some people would think I'm pretty radical because I've got a bunch of precious metals. Most of the people who are traditional investors walking around, you know, the United States, they might have a stock portfolio that's like 60% stock, 40% bonds, and then they own their home. And no precious metals. Or if they think they're super radical, they put 5% of their money into like a precious metals ETF or a gold ETF, GLD. But they are definitely, the mainstream is definitely not interested in cryptocurrencies. They may have heard of Bitcoin, but they just don't get it and they're not into it. I think that the cryptocurrency technology is exciting, and I believe it is the future. You're seeing the banks working with Ripple and Ethereum and going on blockchain, and it's becoming mainstream. Microsoft, Intel, everybody's getting it. And, you know, I've just got some, you know, it's kind of shocking to me a little bit. The stock market is worth 2,875 times the market cap of cryptocurrency. The bond market, which is huge, is worth 8,333 times. Precious metals, 15 times. And this figure's got to be wrong. It's got to be more like 9,000 times because 200 was... Anyway, so all of the other markets have a market cap of about 509 trillion, which is 21,208 times the amount of the cryptocurrency market. Now, the way that people invest, you know, your average savvy investor who in traditional things, they like to be in different asset classes, especially if they move opposite other ones because they diversify you. That's why precious metals is a great diversifier, because a lot of times it moves opposite to the stock market. The bond market often moves, you know, not very correlated to the stock market. And real estate is a hard asset, just like precious metals, and they tend to move in different ways than the stock market. So what you learn over time is that you invest in each asset class. Then as one rises, another one falls, and you still have great returns, but you have less volatility. Now, cryptocurrency there's beginning to, you see nibbles where financial advisors are talking about it as an asset class. In Europe, the more small-time financial investors are putting people into Bitcoin. I mean, that's why there's talk about a Bitcoin ETF, etc. It is beginning the very, very, very early stages of being accepted. When you get the guy who's the doctor or the lawyer or the business owner that has a huge portfolio and they want to start moving like 1%, or, you know, that's conservative. If, you know, they might want to move 2.5%, 5% into cryptocurrency because there's such great gains and it's such an amazing new technology. But I've got some figures here that I want to talk about. If just 1% of investors started moving their money into cryptocurrency, that's 5.09 trillion. And if you look here at right now, Bitcoin has about 68% of the market cap. The altcoins are gaining acceptance, and everybody knows about Bitcoin's problems. If you just figure that Bitcoin drops to 50%, and at 1% of all the asset classes, it's 5.09 trillion. If you get to 50% market cap with Bitcoin, and that's mining all 21 million coins, you get to $119,047 per Bitcoin. That's 2.5 trillion divided by 21 million. It's possible. And if you look at Dash, it's even sillier. Dash has a market cap right now of 752 million. That's like a tiny micro cap. I don't even think that's a mid cap stock. Just one. It's tiny. And I know a lot of people that are out there, cryptocurrency is their main investment. It's usually a lot of young people. And I think that they're really brilliant young people. And, a lot of times I've seen before that the young people were into stacking silver, something they can hold. They know that the banking system and the fiat currency is just going down the tubes. We're just printing money. So they wanted something real, and they're doing precious metals. But I can tell you that, it seems that it's a lot of fun, and you see these gains. I'm looking today, Ripple's 26, Ethereum up 12.68. You don't get that in the precious metals. You're hoping that one day it will. The caca will hit the fan and it's going to shoot up. But you have real gains here, and it's just fun. It's fun buying things and putting them in wallets and using Shapeshift and moving things around and keeping up with the news. It's young, it's exciting, and I think it's the future. And I think it definitely is on its way to becoming at least 1% of the market cap of all the asset classes. And because of that, I just think that the whole cryptocurrency market is undervalued. And I'm glad I'm not too old where I can start putting my new money into this market. So keep up the good work, guys. Keep investing in your cryptocurrencies. I wouldn't stay away from the stock market and the bond market, and I wouldn't stay away from metals. And if you can buy some real estate, that's great. A truly diversified portfolio is advisable. People that have 100% of their money in cryptocurrency, I'm not here to judge them, but you don't have to be at 1%, like I think I'm talking about, your average investor. But, you might want to cap it at 50 and get into these other markets just in case. I guess with the danger in cryptocurrency is governmental regulation, legislation, and just all out, wanting to end it. You see what they do when somebody tries to change the petrodollar away from the dollar and into another currency. We end up bombing them. So they take this stuff really seriously. But in any event, I see it as a great investment and totally undervalued. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to hearing your comments.